Hi, welcome. I'm Candy Michael, and I want to show you how to mount your labels onto your Stampin' Up! Cling stamp sets. So I'm using the Forever Fern Cling stamp set, and I want to give you just a quick tutorial on how I do it. So I do take the stamps out and I pop them out of the backing here. I do keep the red backing, this big rectangle piece, because I will use it to put it back inside the plastic case that all my stamps are stored in. So let me show you very quickly just how I do this. I'm sorry, I know that's a lot of movement on the camera, but okay. So now I have my backing piece here. There is a piece of paper that backs it because this whole thing is now tacky, and so are my stamps. So each one of the stamps that I've popped out also have this backing on them. So eventually they're all going to get peeled off in order for me to put my labels on. I do keep this piece, as I mentioned, because I like to store it inside the box with my stamps. So as I go along, I'll show you what I do. So it's just nice and simply stuck inside, and it doesn't move around because, like I said, it's tacky and it'll stick to the box. So you're going to see your labels. This side you can read them. You want to flip it over, and on each label you will see it has this little slit. That little slit is for where you can easily pull this backing off. Now, I leave the label right inside this sheet. It is very sticky, so you want to be careful when you're pulling these pieces off. I'll grab the stamp that matches that particular image and peel the backing paper off. This will get thrown away. You no longer need it. Now I'm going to line up my stamp as best I can and put it right on top of that sticker, my label. So it was very sticky on the one side. Now it's very sticky on this side, and it will stay right on my stamp. It'll go right on, and it'll be able to come right off. And I'll give you a little tip of that in just a minute. So once I have this done, that one's done. It's very simple. Then I'm just going to simply find the slot it goes in and just tap it on there. It doesn't have to be in there really tightly because it just needs to be kind of popped in. It's not going to go anywhere. It will help by me keeping them with this. It'll help me to see if I'm missing a stamp, and maybe I have it on my table somewhere, or it's stuck to the bottom of the ink pad. Yes, I've done that before, but it does help to know if anything's missing. So I'm going to go ahead and do just a couple more, just for my quick tutorial. Again, find your piece or where the little slit is for the label that you want to put on next. And then once I pull that off, I'm going to find that stamp, which is this one, peel off the backing, and then go ahead and line it up. Try to get it on there as straight as you can. You know, sometimes they're crooked, but that's okay. We're all human. I do normally try, before I stamp, I do ink it up and stamp it to kind of make sure that I'm in the correct position, that my stamp is in the correct position. So here's one more tip. I take our Stampin' Up! Blocks that I love, and I'm going to place my stamp on here. So the cool thing is these labels are now very tacky, and my stamp will not fall off. I can ink it up, I can stamp it. But my tip for you is when you're taking them off, because these labels are very nice and strong, they're actually meant to come on and off so you can reuse the block. My tip for you is to get your hand down there, your finger, and reach back and grab the label before you pull the stamp off. If you don't, you can actually tear the rubber from the foam. So you want to be very careful because it's a nice cling. It's right on there, but just roll it up and get your finger on hold of that label as well so that you don't tear your stamp at all. And then go ahead and find where it belongs. Kind of a fun little puzzle. You could actually have the kids help you and have them find the shape. And so that's what I do. Now, if I don't have time to finish my labels, I can go back and just pop all these back in. And Your stamp case has a plastic sheet here that's where the, that's where your label for the front of the box goes. But sometimes if I don't have time, I'll put this label sheet right back in there and just close it and go back to it later, obviously putting my stamps away. But that way I know that when I'm opening it and closing it, that it's not going to fly off and I'm not going to lose my labels. So it's very easy to sit down, turn on a good movie and mount your stamps onto your labels. So thank you so much. If you need any other help, you can contact me through candystampers.com. Happy stamping and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.